Hi there, I'm Linda. Today I'm gonna read Little House in a Big from page 5 to page 9. Pa had shot the deer the day before, and Laura had been asleep when he brought them home at night and hung them high in the trees so the wolves could not get the meat. That day, Pa and Ma and Laura and Mary had fresh venison for dinner. It was so good that Laura wished they could eat it all, but most of the meat must be salted and smoked and packed away to be eaten in the winter. For winter was coming, the days were shorter, and frost crawled up the window panes at night. Soon the snow would come. Then the log house would be almost buried in the snowdrifts, and the lake and the streams would freeze. In the bitter cold weather, Pa could not be sure of finding any wild game to shoot for meat. The bears would be hidden away in the dens, where they slept soundly all winter long. The squirrels would be curled in the nest in a hollow tree with their furry tails wrapped snugly around their noses. The deer and the rabbits would be shy and swift. Even if Pa could get a deer, it would be poor and thin, not flat and plump as deer are in the fall. Pa might hunt alone all day in a bitter cold, in big woods covered with snow, and come home at night with nothing for Ma and Mary and Laura to eat. So as much food as possible must be stored away in a little house before winter came. Pa skinned the deer carefully and studied and stretched the hides, for he would make soft leather of them. Then he cut up the meat and sprinkled salt over the pieces as he laid them on a board. Standing on end in the yard was a tall length cut from the trunk of the big hollow tree. Pa had driven nails inside as far as he could reach from each end. Then he stood it up, put a little roof over the top, and cut a little door on one side near the bottom. On the piece that he cut out, he fastened little hinges. Then he fitted it into place, and that was the little door with the box still on it. After the deer meat had been stewed several days, Pat cut a hole near the end of each piece, and put a string through it. Laura watched him do this, and then she watched him hang the meat on the nails in a hollow log. He reached for a little door and hung meat on a nail in a hollow log. He reached up through the little door and hung the meat on nails as far up as he could reach. Then he put a ladder against the log, climbed up to the top, moved the roof to one side, and reached down the inside to hang the meat on those nails. Then Pat put the roof back again, climbed down the ladder, and said to Laura, "Run over to the chopping block and fetch me some of those green hickory chips, new clean white ones." So Laura ran to the block where Pat chopped the wood, and filled her apron with the fresh, sweet-smelling chips. Inside the little door in the hollow log, Pa built a fire of the teeny bits of bark and moss, and he laid some of the chips on it very carefully. Instead of burning quickly, The green tube smoldered and filled the hollow log with thick, choking smoke. Pa shut the door, and a little smoke whisked through the crack around it, and a little smoke came out the roof, but most of it was shut in with the meat. There's nothing better than good hickory smoke, Pa said. That will make good venison that will keep anywhere, any weather. Then he took his gun and, slinging his axe on his shoulder, he went away to the clearing to cut down some more trees. Thank you for listening. Bye!